Good afternoon, respected members of the panel, all my colleagues and friends in the audience. Because of the time, that's 3 minutes, I'm abandoning my presentation. And I really don't know how many people in the audience and the panelists would know that leprosy is very much prevalent in India. Every day, in 4 minutes, somebody is diagnosed with leprosy. About 34 children are diagnosed with leprosy every day. India accounts globally for 70% of the global leprosy burden. Yet, many of the people ask me questions like, why do you work in an organization like Laprosy Mission? What do you actually do? And so it's been a very exciting experience to be a part of this whole social media, digital empowerment. It's an 142-year-old organization, the Laprosy Mission, and has not been much into marketing and communication because the focus of the work has been healing and a lot of inclusion and dignity for people affected by leprosy who are not just triply marginalized but much more than that. One, you belong to the marginalized sector, second, you have a disability, third, you have leprosy, and then you're a woman or a child. 10% of the cases are found among the children and the young adults. Now, leprosy is a very simple disease to diagnose. It just starts off with a patch, and there's a huge amount of awareness that needs to be generated among people because people think it's a disease of the past, which it is not. And once the delayed treatment, once somebody gets delayed for treatment, a lot of disabilities set in. Now, in our campaign very recently, for which we've been nominated for, is called Together for Tamil Nadu. In November, we saw unprecedented rainfall, and India has about 850 leprosy colonies. And we have a lot of colonies and people living in the community in 13 blocks in Cuddalore itself for people affected by leprosy and people with disabilities. So we launched something on social media which was very, very new for us. The first time we went onto a social media campaign not really knowing about the world we are entering to, but the response has been fantastic because in 1 month through WhatsApp, people, we were working in 13 blocks with the district administration and WhatsApp messages, people, our volunteers going into the field, our community members going into the field. We were able to mobilize 12 lakhs because what happens with people with disabilities is often in disaster prone areas or wherever disaster strikes, they often get left behind. Because it's the people, the relief is always given to people coming out and all. But it happened that we were going into our communities 10 days after the floods, 12 days after the flood, and we found people with leprosy and with disabilities lying in the flood water. So what really was very, quite, because we had to mobilize hospitals. So we have 15 hospitals, one of the hospitals was very close by. And not only this, because of the power of social media, we had a huge reach, not just from India, from all across the world, people were reaching us. So this Together for Tamil Nadu raised about 12 lakhs in a matter of 10 days, 25 lakhs worth of goods in kind. People came forward from Bangalore, from Chennai. We associated with a lot of organizations, and so it was fantastic. Now, the most important thing that is still continuing to be a part of the campaign is called rehabilitation and relief, because it's not just the disaster and the immediate relief, but it's also what after it. So we are again mobilizing the power of social media, Twitter, WhatsApp, and the other means to rebuild the lives of people affected by leprosy and other disabilities. Thank you.
Thank you.